welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom-of-the-barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash. Alright, well, we lost last week, pretty much to be expected. Assault mode winning is very rare. We got pretty destroyed by the S-Force, which feels bad, but archetype's a little more, it's new bad instead of old bad, which old bad is a lot worse than new bad. So we're back on the loser wheel. Let's hear what we're getting for this week. Hopefully something neat. Excuse me. We get to pick our archetype this week. Okay, I'm fine with that. We'll see what we'll pick.
Well, last Force, we kind of got what we wanted. We were given a deck that was markedly better than Johnny's, so I can't really complain. And I also know that as the pendulum swings, I'm probably going to get something pretty terrible to make up for that. So I've already made peace with it, you know. I oversold how bad my deck was last time, and oh yeah, here's the punish.
Alright, on to the deck. I've opted to go with Goatee because, I'll be honest, they just look kind of fun to play. The funky. I thought about playing Dark Lords, I played it in Duel Links, but they're not really good. So instead, we're just doing this. Dark Bribe is not the worst if Jules has a decent amount of back row. Cupid Pitch, honestly, not the worst since we're actually on a synchro archetype. Traden's really bad. They do have a Field Spell, so Terraform is also not the worst. Right, going on to our second pack when it loads. There we go. Deco Talker, we're probably never realistically going to be able to have 4 Goatees on the field. Plus, we mostly want them to be banished. We don't really want them to be going to the graveyard. Vengeful Bog might be the play, the classic. Magician of Faith, probably not good. We probably take the Bog Spirit here, I think. Alright, and on to the last pack of the day. Another Cupid Pitch. Also the Soul Charge. Not bad, especially since we're on a single archetype, and we get 2 of them, so all overall, that might be the play. I think we actually rock the Soul Charge here, but we'll see what we do.
Well, hey, with Malefic, I mean, almost any pack card will do something for us. I say that and get this. Vengeful Bog's probably fine, you know. Run a copy of that, hope we draw it, and maybe we'll survive longer, or at least pad out the runtime. Pack number 2. I mean, Upstart Goblin is a card, but, like, I'd much rather, like, have a powerful one-of, not draw me into more of my bad cards. But, I mean, hey, I guess a consistency booster is nice. Pack number 3. Okay, a few options here. We're probably going to go with the Fairy Box, although depending on just how the deck looks, I might just go with the Panic Moon Mirror Shield and see if that potentially could win a potentially very scuffed, equally bad matchup. Where just like both of us run terrible decks, none of us can do anything. That could be a quote-unquote mirror breaker, so to say. In our last pack, the bonus 4th pack, since we were the winner, well, I mean, okay, isn't this weird? Because, like, if memory serves, don't I technically already have access to Stardust Dragon? Like, I'd maybe say, ooh, I could probably re-roll this one then. But I also just kind of want, like, the Smashing Ground anyways. I think it's a safer pick than re-rolling and getting, like, I don't know, Cupid Pitch, and then not a good common. So I don't know, I'm going to shut my mouth, and if for some reason I'm misremembering and there isn't a Malefic Stardust support, unless I get to throw in Stardust on some level, then, yeah, I'm Boo Boo the Fool. I don't know. It's Malefic. I'm putting in very little, like, care to this, but it's like, it's Malefic. I already know how things are really going to go, so, like, it is what it is. C'est la vie.
Alright, we're on Goatee this week. This deck was pretty much a pretty build-yourself deck. We just pretty much tossed in 3 of everything. The whole gimmick is they pretty much want to be banished, and then during the standby phase, you can special summon them, and they can kind of synchro on the opponent's turn. Which you can do some pretty decent stuff, I would say, in not pure. But we're playing it pure. Plus, there's not that many fist synchros anyways. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but for the most part, we want ones to banish, and then we bring them back, Excel Synchro, and hope for the best. We're just playing 3 of everything. It's not very particularly exciting. We are playing a couple 2-ofs, because since we lost, get 2 copies of some support. The Miyakura pretty much just special summons itself when a water monster's effect activated, so it gives us a free Synchro fodder. 2 Moray of Avarices, since we want our stuff to be banished, we can do that to draw 2 cards. We are playing the Soul Charger this week. We are a Synchro archetype, and weirdly enough, Goatees, despite synchroing, don't really want to be in the graveyard, so Soul Charger is kind of a way to just get them out of there, to use them again for more synchros. We opted to play 2 Terraforming, because they do have a field spell, which just lets us banish a fist monster, is really the main reason why. You banish a monster to add a Goatee, and then 2 Box Spirit, just a staple of these kind of slow archetypes, kind of take a while to get moving. And then and in case Jules is on like some monster effect stuff, we are playing Fist. I got screwed over by this a few episodes, not a few episodes ago, but sometime this by this very card. Synchros are all pretty honestly solid. The Deep Beyond's actually pretty good. Just special summon during your opponent's turn, it's just pretty much a banishing Black Rose Dragon, and then this card comes back. So very powerful, and it gets pretty solid stat boost overall. It's kind of the main thing to kind of interrupt. And then the rest of them are just kind of hanging around, let them do anything too crazy. Like this card can banish 2 cards. This one's pretty much a Drillroid, but it banishes instead of putting it back to the hand. Arion Post, it's probably the weakest. You can just banish the 6th level monster from your deck. Or it's a free banish, but still, after that, it's kind of not that useful. It's an okay searcher, but overall, we're not really going to want to go into it. The main one we want to go into is the Deep Beyond, because it's definitely the best card in the deck. It's especially for the stanza of this, how it's very strong. Will it work? I don't know. Let's find out.
And yeah, here we are. It's a pretty terrible deck in like every sense of the word. It's awful. But hey, that's Malefic for you. That's what happens when you build a deck around like a guy going around and stealing the boss monsters from a bunch of anime characters. It's like, these anime bosses already suck. I don't want Rainbow Dragon, let alone its shitty Malefic cousin, but I'm running exactly 1 copy of it because sometimes Malefic Divide might just bring it out. And you know, the only thing this deck can hopefully even manage to do is find Malefic World, sit on it, and hope that we can get like a 4K Bungus out and pray. We have access to Stardust Dragon, not because we pulled it, because we did pull it, but it's also baked into the archetype because of Stardust Dragon's Malefic form. These are kind of like this is like kind of the only decent Malefic monster, I guess also kind of Cyber End as well, because you can just dump these guys from the extra. In a real deck, you don't want to run Cyber End Dragon, but you would still run the Stardust Dragon because he's at least somewhat playable. But here, I don't really have much extra deck spots to use at all, so I'm running all 3 Cyber End Dragons, and 3 Stardust, and 3 Malefic Paradox Dragon, which is the boss monster, but it's not much of a boss monster. It just reses a synchro on a summon, and then if I don't have Malefic World, it dies. All of these, almost every card I have dies without this field spell. I didn't get Terra in the packs. Yeah, this is probably not going to go very well. I jinxed Johnny onto being on a bad deck last week, but I don't even think that will help this time, because I think I will probably be the worst bad deck of the 2, whatever they have. So, yeah, we'll see.
Here we are. It's episode 36. From what you've told me, this may be a very quick week.
Yeah. The viewers already know how bad my deck is. It's like they probably saw the runtime first and foremost, like, something bad happened. And it's just all playing out now for us in the moment. So,
yeah, so this is probably a bad week to tell you that I did get to pick my archetype. Though, with that being said,
awesome.
I didn't pick an amazing archetype. I just picked one that looked kind of fun. So, I've never actually read these cards before, so it'll be a 50-50. Just like that, rock, paper, scissors.
I'll go second, I suppose.
Let's see what I can cook with. This seems like a good hand. I don't know if it's better to just pass and do more when I can do more. I actually think that's what I do here. I don't think you can OTK.
Alright.
And if you can, power to you.
Well, I'm going to reveal what I'm on. I'm going to activate the continuous spell, Malefic Territory.
Ooh, I actually almost picked this archetype.
Interesting. Activate Malefic World.
Alright, well, your deck now sufficiently functions.
Yeah, it's like without that,
Actually, it's kind of scary
we,
because Malefic, I think, can actually OTK.
with a different hand, yeah, but I'll at least do a little bit. I'm gonna banish Cyber End Dragon.
Yeah.
That was the only monster in my hand, so
And it's a pretty good one.
yeah.
One could say the best card that can be played on this, so. Alright, same. I kind of wish I picked Malefic now. That would have been very funny.
Yeah, the mirror match would have been extremely funny.
I will activate the Sinopios Shade of the Goatee.
Ooh, fun.
So I will banish 2 Fist monsters from hand or graveyard. I will banish Enoch and the Shift. I believe the next 2 things I want to activate are on the next chain, so I will special summon this unless you have something.
I will. I'm not quite sure what Fish's choke point is, but I don't want to think. Because I'm gonna Malefic Claw Stream. I control a face-up Malefics. I will destroy your Snopsis on summon.
Sure, that's fine. And then I believe these trigger on the summon. I don't know how they work. This dude would special summon if a fist is banned from the hand. I think it activates on the next chain. I'm pretty sure.
I think that's right, yeah.
So then this will still die though. It does see be special summon, so it'll be banished when it's sent to the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's banished, you can banish 1 fist from your graveyard. Oh, I don't even have a fist in my graveyard. That doesn't matter. Either way, I want it banished. Since a Water Monster's effect was activated, I can special summon this Dolphin Fellow. And then that's about it. Okay. Kind of an awkward things are banished. We'll set a card, and we will end the turn, and I will do shenanigans in your standby phase.
Alright. Actually, Malefic World, I will, instead of drawing for turn, so go back. I will reveal 3 Malefic cards, and you get to pick one of them at random to add to my hand.
Yep. I
suppose we just go for big number and choose Patagram Dragon. Patagram Dragon. And you'll never guess what I'm picking for the 3rd one once I find it.
Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, surely.
Wow, I didn't think I'd get that one. Alright, standby.
Okay, so standby. This will special summon itself because it was banished. And then I can Excel Synchro. God, Dueling Book, please add numbers. So I will Synchro 10.
Mm-hmm.
For the Ascon, which, that's not the right one. The Goatee of the Deep Beyond, that's what I meant to do. So, since it was someone doing your turn, I can banish all cards on the field, and I will opt to do that.
Sure.
And that will come back next standby. The background going is very jarring for me for some reason.
Well, the other card in hand was the 2nd copy of Malefic World, so
Yeah, that's pretty good.
banish Malefic Paradox Dragon.
Yep.
Special summon out Malefic Paradigm Dragon.
Yeah.
Attempt to kill.
Next thing of these have graveyard effects. I don't think they do. Oh, he didn't have to do that on summon. That's a misplay though. Oh, game 2. This is what happens when you don't read your cards. I think I want to go second, I'm pretty sure here.
Okay, yeah. I will normal summon Malefic Parallel Gear
Yeah.
when dueling. And since it's being used to shield for secret monsters, the other material can be a Malefic monster in hand.
Pretty good.
I will then sync off. Wait, no, I shouldn't do that, actually. I realized, oh, wait, no, it'll die because no field spell. Right. Funnily enough, I do still kind of think I do this.
Interesting.
At least on some level. I won't do anything but this. This synchro summon.
That's... It's heavy lifting back row. I'm very curious on what's going on there. Yeah, I will banish for a very similar play. Bring out Big Octopus, dude. Go to combat. And
Alright.
try to beat over.
Yeah, I'll take 21.
Fascinating.
And I will activate my trap card. Malefic Tune. If a face-up Malefic is destroyed by a battle, I can draw two.
Yeah.
Like, I got a dig for the field spell, so this is objectively the best thing I can do. It's just being for it like that.
I gotta
Only
do
Malefic that will survive to die by battle.
Gotta do what you gotta
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
do. Alright. Bring out this, and then we will Moray of Avarice.
Nice.
I feel like it was made for this archetype.
Yeah, Moray of Avarice is pretty like tailor-made for this.
I'll set 2 and end the turn.
All right.
And in your standby, I will do shenanigan things.
Sure.
So they'll all come out, and then let me think if I want to use Ruby. So if I want to do that, it has to be now. I'll opt to not use it. You're good.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess this is a way to get there. I will activate, like, one of the worst, like, it's both a good and bad searcher. Like, it's a searcher for any 2 cards in Archetype, but I have to banish 2 in Archetype cards from graveyard first, so it's like...
Yeah.
Like, it's fine, but, like...
It's a weird restriction. I forget if there was a way to, like, set it up. I think they play this at 3 of.
I will add, unsurprisingly, a copy of Malefic World.
It is a lot worse when you have to play Peter.
I won't actually add Malefic World. I'm gonna... Not Grave. Back to deck. I'll add the continuous spell that just instantly activates it. Free value.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we will add a Malefic Trajectory to hand.
Okay.
And we'll add Malefic Cyber Dragon as well. Not special summon attack to hand. We will activate Malefic Territory, and then we will then activate Malefic World.
Yep.
Normal summon Parallel Gear.
No, yep.
We will then synchro with that and Malefic Stardust
Okay.
in hand to make a Malefic Paradox Dragon. Wait, no, I'm doing this out of order. Because actually, no. Adds back from Grave when, like, you're supposed to send all your synchros to banish. He's like a recovery tool. He's not, like, actual extension. I was like, oh, I missed sequence. I was like, wait, no, I was gonna, like, banish more, not anything else. I wasn't gonna put anything in the graveyard. So no. Sadly, it's just how Malefics go. Banish a Cyber End Dragon for a Malefic Cyber End Dragon. We will banish another Malefic Paradox Dragon to summon Malefic Paradigm Dragon.
Before you go into battle, I will be...
Sure.
I will use the effect of Sif to Excel Synchro.
Mm-hmm.
And we will make Asken, but it's not sticking back
Mm-hmm.
long because I will Excel again with the light.
Mm-hmm.
And make Deep Beyond, and then banish everything.
Sure. I'm probably not coming back in this one.
I was hoping you wouldn't scoop. I'll tell you why after the last game.
Damn.
But,
I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't see myself clawing back in this one. My hand has because in the first game when you did that, I had the second field spell.
Yeah.
I was like, oh okay. This one I was like, nope, I nothing.
You were probably dead that turn, and I'll tell you why later. But for now, let's see how game 3 goes. Okay, this hand's a lot worse than what I've been opening. Oh god, it's an ugly hand.
This is a hand and it does things, but I don't like it.
Normal summon and then banish to special summon. Let's say Ruby, and then we will set 2. And pass. Nice and simple.
Well, we start off with the godsend of this deck, Territory.
That pretty much means you get to play a deck.
Yeah, it means I got to actually have a game 3.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see. God, I hate that this is just how this works. Like, the other normal summon is just if you have the field spell, but only if you have the field spell, you idiot. You contribute this guy to add the other gear and summon it. I will. I don't got anything else going on. I won't like it. Special summon parallel gear. Then we get to also add 1 Malefic monster from deck to hand.
Code really does just do everything.
Yeah, but everything still isn't much.
Yeah. As much as Malefic can do.
Guess I'm gonna grab Malefic Stardust Dragon to hand.
Alright.
Summon Malefic Stardust.
Sure.
Battle phase.
I will, before you attack, activate the Fury to banish the Malefic and my guy until the next standby phase.
Sure. Main 2, I will set 2. Pat.
Standby, they'll both come back.
Cool.
I'll activate the most distant, deepest depths. What a name. Banish a fish from my hand to add a goatee to my hand. So banish Civ, add a goatee. I'll add the Enoch. I will tribute summon the Enoch. And I can special summon a level 4 or lower that is banished. I will summon the Paces. And then I will Synchro 8. I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce that. Dragonfish thing. So now it just started damage steps, it will banish what it attacks. What it battles.
Gotcha.
We'll move the combat, and
Before battle, I will Malefic Claw Stream Golgum.
Actually, oh wait, never mind, it's this card. Dang it, the field spell's fair. Feels bad.
Yeah, I read that field spell a lot. I was like, make sure. It's protect itself like a billion times. Awesome.
It's like the thing, like, it's like, it kind of wants to be in the graveyard. If anything, it hurts.
Activate a new one over it.
Yeah. Guess we will pass. Not much choice there.
Alright. Actually, no, not drop. Back to the top of deck. We have a Malefic World.
Yep.
The question is, what do we do with it? We will choose Malefic Paradigm Dragon, Malefic Paradigm Dragon, and Malefic Paradigm Dragon.
Yep.
We will banish 1 Malefic extra deck monster. So we'll banish Paradox Dragon to summon Paradigm Dragon.
Oh, in the standby, I'm going to bring this back. I thought you were still in the...
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're all good. You're all good. Main. Once per turn, I can send a Malefic card from my deck to the graveyard. I will send Malefic Tune. Yeah, I'll send Malefic Tune to grave. Actually, no, is that right? No. We'll send... the real answer is we send Malefic Rainbow Dragon to grave. And then we get to return one banished level 8 synchro to the extra deck and special summon that monster from the extra deck. So, a lot of rigmarole to say, I'm getting back my Stardust from Banish.
Okay.
Oh, you son of a... I hate this deck so much. Malefic Paradox Dragon needs 2 Malefic materials. I can't synchro with the normal Stardust. It has to be Malefic Stardust only. Yeah, no, guess not. We go to... battle.
Okay. I don't play the continuous trap once. I don't think I can use the effect to banish 2 cards, right? That's only when you activate it the first time. I think that's how that works.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. If not, the commons can yell. I'm pretty certain how it works, though. Unfortunately.
We will attack with Malefic Stardust.
Yep, so I'll do, and I'll take a lot. Well, I'll take 4k, because Stardust can attack.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Sadly, if Stardust could attack, or be used as synchro materials, the real answer, you'd be a cadaver. But sadly, I'm bound by terrible old anime movie deck rules, so gotta give the protagonist time to have a crackback.
Well, I draw the protagonist card. There's one card in my deck that can get me out of this pickle.
Guess the answer is just ass.
Draw.
Yeah.
Not it, but that's not the worst draw. First, we will activate the field spell to banish a fish from hand to grave to add a goatee from deck. We will banish the light. We add Omen.
Sure thing.
Normal summon the Omen. Banish the fairy to give it 500 attack, but I'm also doing that to special summon the dolphin because the water monster effect was activated. Okay, combat.
Sure.
May as well take care of the 0/0.
Cool. Yeah, so they will be destroyed. I'll have a couple things.
Okay.
I'll flip up Malefic Tune on Destruction. I also special summon out Malefic Truth Dragon by paying half my life points.
Oh lord, okay. I will pass the turn.
Alright.
After you do your Malefic stuff, if you use that effect, I will do standby shenanigans.
Yeah, I will turn off auto draw this time too. We have the technology. I'm going to choose Malefic Divide, and Malefic Divide.
I actually didn't know it was just cards. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither till just now, honestly.
What a world. I will not do anything on the summon, so... will I actually? Hold up. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Cool. Activate Malefic Selector.
Sure.
I'll banish a Paradox Gear and a Claw Stream.
Yep.
Add 2 Malefic cards with different names.
It's kind of weird, like one of the only 2 cartridges in the entire game got given to Malefic of all archetypes.
Right.
I think it might be one of the only 2 cartridges.
I'm gonna add Malefic Cyber End Dragon.
Okay.
And a second Malefic maybe. No, actually. And a Malefic Parallel. No. I'll get the second Divide. I think it's better. Attempt to move to battle.
Yeah, so before that, we will sync for 10 to bring out discount Black Rose Dragon.
Sure. Banish everything?
Yes.
Sure thing. activate the quick play Malefic Divide, which revives Rainbow Dragon, negating its effects, meaning it won't die and can attack and can kill you.
That is the way to do it. Yeah, you got me.
I was like, I knew you could nuke the field. That's why I was like, I threw like a big bungus in the graveyard a few turns ago. Just like, as long as I'll have a guy in the yard that you did not banish away. It's honestly the fact that you were on like a banishing specific deck. Literally every Malefic interacts with destruction. Like they all have like stuff that like pluses on destruction or anti-destruction but nope, you just banish everything.
No, I don't think they have a code capable of this. I think it's all banish.
Yeah, that was like the only destructions that ever came were when you ever attacked into a parallel gear. That was the only time I had a monster get destroyed.
The reason I didn't want you to scoop on game 2 was because it would have been it would have been the first time Soul Charge would have actually won the game. It was in my hand and I had to sync.
The curse continues of Soul Charge never actually coming up.
It was so close. It's probably the closest it's ever been.
Oh man, like we've gotten close a couple weeks in a row because my last deck was so good for it too. I just never drew it, and I had 2 copies.
I think every time one of us has had it, it's always when we're on the loser side, so we always have 2 copies, and yet it still never comes up.
It's genuinely impressive.
Malefics, they're honestly not once they got the territory and all the new support, they're a lot better off than they used to be. Yeah,
they definitely can do things. I was just terrified of never finding the damn field spell and just bricking every game. I was like, once I get to having the field spell, it's like I'm back to playing a Bungus Turbo deck. That's the meta of this series. But and again, if people have any suggestions as well, our wheel is probably not comprehensive. There's so many bad decks.
Yeah.
So there's a lot feel free to suggest some more.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many mid to low archetypes that just we can't find them all as much as we would like to. So please, if you know any that we haven't played and it's not on the wheel, let us know. Unless it's Flower Guardian, because you both agreed that no one wants to watch the other person play Solitaire for an hour.
Yeah, Flower Guardian is that's worst case scenario, because if I ever got that, I would just start labbing it out unironically, and I would become actually knowing what to do, and it would be a nightmare for everybody involved.
It's an archetype where no one's gonna have fun except the person playing the deck. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one!